Hey there, Hoshpap here, back with a Roblox Gardens vs Graves Battlegrounds devlog. This one is special as it marks the first update in 2025 with actual content. Yay! Up first, there's balance changes. Won't be going through everything here, saving some for the patch notes, but what I can tell you guys is, the community has been asking for Gunner Bean and Zombie Mutant nerfs for absolutely ages, and with that feedback, I've decided to buff them. Just kidding, they've been adjusted to still be strong, but hopefully not so overbearing like before. The Tomato and Tactical Zombie on the other hand have both been buffed. There's a bunch of other minor class reworks too, so stay tuned for the full patch notes later. I've decided to change the slower classes' speed to match the default baseline. It didn't feel very good running slower than most of the other classes. A small change, but hopefully it'll be good. There's two classes getting significant improvements or changes. First up is Cocoa Wall and Barrier Shield Zombie, which will be getting an improvement to their shield. You will now be able to angle it. This is great for maps with high ground or players that like to jump over you. A lot of work went into the barrier ability to make this possible, including making it customizable and modular so that other barrier abilities can be created in the future. Aiming up will move the barrier upwards, and aiming down, downwards. It has separate maximum angles so it can pivot in both directions. It also has to work nicely for first person, third person and free cam users. So we've placed a dead zone near the middle, where it will stay locked facing forward. This is important so you can still shoot your primary weapon forward without tilting the barrier down. Up next is the Melon Mortar. This thing has been a funny but fairly non-impactful class for years, and while there has been many rework proposals and even big plans I've had, like giving it a siege mode ability, nothing has sadly happened. Until now. That's right, melon rework time. The primary ability will no longer be throwing a large melon in an arc, but instead fire smaller melon projectiles that will be much easier to aim and fire. The first new ability will be the old melon primary weapon. This will fire a high impact melon that has some special surprises you'll find out about later. The second new ability is a personal barrier. This one is smaller compared to the barrier shield, but it also curves. This barrier deploys in a fixed position like the original, but it cannot be tilted. It is, however, on a cooldown that will start as soon as the barrier is destroyed or manually deactivated. The third ability is a secret, as it will still take some more time to complete. It will, however, definitely live up to the Melon Mortar name. I'm excited to share that with you guys soon. That's not all though, there's also some significant changes coming to in-game explosions. Currently, any AoE damage can often get people through walls and barriers, which isn't good. But over the next few updates this will be updated, so that barriers can block explosive damage from those standing behind, and eventually abilities like the grenade won't be able to hit you if you're safely behind cover. That last one is a little harder to complete due to the standing behind a thin lamppost problem, but don't worry, with each update the game will keep getting better and better. Just as I was editing this video, we actually had 2 map submissions handed in, so we're adding those too. The first up is by Iago, introducing Midnight Castle, a mysterious and interesting place, with a lot of statues. Pyramid Peril by the Next Generation has also received a massive update. Just look at the sand, and the bricks. That's a lot of bricks. There's also a control point surrounded by gold. Between the two, I know what I'd rather capture. The question is, what will you choose? That's all for this devlog. I know it was short, but I hope you're all excited as I am to try out the new changes. Now you might be wondering, when's the next update? Well, you'll just have to wait for the next devlog, but I promise it won't be half a year later. You also probably want a release date. It's now. Like, right now. I want to see so many melon mortars in the servers that the sun will be blotted out by the sheer amount of mortars going off, so get in there. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.